Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of December 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have one. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, it's a separate process. So make sure you're first registered at Paid Communications, request your call back. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings and check me out on TikTok. Alright, so we have the overall energy as the Three of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Sun, the Wheel, Five of Pentacles, High Priestess, and Two of Pentacles. Okay. So somebody has their defenses up. Someone is very guarded, very protective. And I feel like, they've set some boundaries up. This could be you, or maybe someone has done this to you. I feel like someone is also, once someone has made some sort of decision, they are going to fight for it, and this person is going to stand their ground. So that is a possibility that if someone is thinking about you or thinking about pursuing you, it's like they've made up their mind that they're going to do it. For some of you, I do feel that there's some sort of unfinished business between you and another person. Or maybe your relationship fell apart and you guys are needing to fix it. Yeah, so for those of you that are in an established relationship, I feel like you guys are trying to restore something that was broken or had fallen apart. Maybe before you were too focused on some sort of pretty picture, and now you have seen the cracks, you've seen the flaws, and you're like, okay, if this is going to continue, this needs to be resolved. So I feel like maybe an existing relationship has been trying to repair some sort of damages, or repair or restore a foundation that was cracked. Something seems like it's in the beginning stages. If this is a new relationship, I feel like it's in the beginning stages. It still feels like maybe something has been established. So maybe you've met this person, even, especially more so like on a professional level. It's like, okay, we've established a professional relationship. We've established a creative relationship. Let's see if there's something romantic there. So I feel like something is in the beginning stages. You initially seem optimistic about the direction of a relationship or a love interest, but it does seem like at some point you start to feel rejected or disappointed in some way. Something happened. Maybe something didn't turn out the way you anticipated. So that's another thing. Maybe you had made plans to move forward with somebody, and I don't know, just something changed. Maybe one minute somebody was like giving you a lot of attention, and the next minute someone is ignoring you, and you're like, well, what happened? You may find yourself having some sort of a pity party. Just kind of going off alone, not wanting anybody to see you hurting. I do feel that somebody's pride or ego has been crushed. And if it isn't you, maybe you have done this to somebody. You broke someone's pride, or crushed their ego. I feel like you start off being certain of something, like you knew something for sure. And then something happened and now you don't know what to do. You're having to wait and see what happens next. Maybe you have to go back to the drawing board. You're like, I'm gonna have to wait and see. I feel like you're gonna have to be patient, or the universe is asking you to be patient. I also feel that something is yet to be determined. Yeah. The outcome of your love situation seems unclear. And part of that may be because someone can't make up their mind, or someone keeps sending mixed signals, or someone keeps doing the same thing over and over again. There's a pattern that needs to be broken, or a cycle. And especially too, more so on your end, because you can't really control what someone else is going to do. But let's say you're like, well, I want to be in a relationship with them, but they keep, sending me mixed signals. But I feel like either way, you are still somehow getting caught up into what they're doing. Like, it's up to you. You have to decide that you don't want that anymore and, like, cut it out. If you are the pursuer, then you have to make up your mind that this is the person that you want and go after them and don't turn back. But I feel like, something is in your hands. Like, the ball is in your court. It's whatever you decide. And I feel like maybe you have not made some sort of decision, or you keep changing your mind about something. You can't seem to make a decision. Someone also may be just torn between two people, or they keep going to this person. Somebody might be rotating two people. It's like, okay, this person's not talking to me. This person's not giving me attention. I'm going back over here. And then that person gives them attention. The minute they stop, they're like, they stop paying attention to me. I'm going back over to this person. So I kind of feel like maybe somebody is just, going to whoever is giving them attention. It could be something deeper going on. I do feel like someone is a soulmate, or there is someone that you feel you can be yourself around. Someone who brings out your inner child. I feel like somebody is also telling the truth in plain sight. So it's still some sort of smoke and mirrors going on. Like, I feel like there's someone who is pursuing you. It's kind of like they're openly pursuing you, but not really. I guess because it's indirect. Something is still like a question mark. It's like, let's say you are scrolling through social media and you see somebody just flat out post, I love you. And you're like, is that for me? Like, am I the last person that they were talking to? I could be, but what if I wasn't? They might be talking to somebody else. You know, it's kind of like somebody is like being very direct with how they feel, but they're still being indirect. I think too, somebody might be fishing for attention, fishing for compliments, fishing for something. Somebody's fishing for something. I don't know if the right people are taking the bait. It's like, I wasn't talking to you. I didn't want a response from you. I wanted a response from this person. And I feel too like somebody is like leaving clues but wanting you to catch on. So it's still in a sense some kind of mind games. I just keep, I don't know. I see open deception, honesty and deception, open and secret happening at the same time. I feel like someone is being very vulnerable, but in a secretive way. Yeah. I feel like somebody is pouring their heart out and being very vocal or expressive in regards to how they feel. But it's still like done in a way that you wouldn't know if this person's talking to you for sure. And I kind of feel like you could be doing that too. I mean, yeah, this could be the other way around. You're the one that is, hoping that somebody's going to catch on to your hints. And then I feel like when somebody doesn't respond and it's like, oh, they don't like me. It's like, no, somebody wasn't clear. So it could be that someone is hoping that you'll catch on and you'll take over the chase. But I feel like it still needs to be a direct chase instead of an indirect chase or indirect pursuit. Someone's mood goes from confident to insecure. And this is like an ongoing cycle. I feel like somebody also keeps missing the point. Somebody just is doing the same thing over and over again and then is asking why it isn't working. Either you miss an air sign and won't admit it, or an air sign misses you and they won't admit it. Somebody is torn or heartbroken, but they refuse to come off as vulnerable or to be seen as vulnerable. I feel like someone also keeps trying to lure somebody or seduce someone, but someone is not feeding into that. Yeah, somebody keeps cycling between relationships, or yeah. See, and I was saying earlier that it's a deeper reason for something. I feel like there needs to be an understanding of what exactly is missing. What is that emotional void? Why is there a lack of purpose? So you or your love interest or whoever hasn't come around, somebody, I feel like somebody needs to psychoanalyze themselves to figure out why they keep doing something over and over again. Because I feel like they don't know why they do it. It's something, there's a void. And I feel like until that's resolved, the same issues are going to pop up. Oop. All right. Well, hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.